What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Maverick Raven coming at you with another one. And yesterday was a very important day, as we all know. It was uh, it was Transgender Awareness Day or Activist Day or Day of Visibility, something like that. It was some trash. It was some stupidity. But as we all know, it was Easter, right? So what does Joe Biden do, right? Does he take responsibility for keeping it that way instead of moving it and maybe facing political backlash by 0.4% of the population? Does he say, hey, look, I'm a Catholic and these are my beliefs, blah, 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 blah. I believe in Easter. I believe that that's the resurrection of our Lord. Or does he skate by and say, this isn't my fault? If you chose answer B, you're right. Because that's exactly what the bastard did. He says, I didn't do that. Biden responds to criticism for proclaiming Easter Sunday Transgender Visibility Day. The president's proclamation has sparked an uproar among Republicans and conservatives. That's right. On Monday, today, he pushed back against criticism for issuing a proclamation on the weekend in support of transgender people, which coincided with Easter. I didn't do that, Biden responded to a question from the press referring to the proclamation. He's thoroughly uninformed, he replied when asked about criticism from House Speaker Mike Johnson. The president's responses came during the annual White House Easter egg roll he hosted along with First Lady Joe Biden on the South Lawn. President Biden declared March 31st, 2024, which fell on Easter Sunday, as Transgender Day of Visibility, sparking an uproar among Republicans and conservatives. Now, again, I'm going to highlight it for you. Biden declared March 31st, which fell on Easter Sunday, as Transgender Day of Visibility. Okay? So he obviously did do it. He's a liar. He's been lying for 40-something years because that's what he does. You guys voted him into office. You leftists, anyways. And now you guys are looking at, you're looking at me and you're hate watching me. Don't hate me. I mean, I don't mind it. You can hate me all you want, okay? You can tell me that I'm wrong until the cows come home. But let me tell you this. You should be mad at him. He's the one lying to you. He's the one telling you up is down and down is up. Don't be mad at me for telling it how it is. He's lying to you. And y'all don't care. Mr. Johnson called it outrageous, while former President Donald Trump's campaign demanded that President Biden apologize to millions of Christians in the United States. That guy doesn't know what it means to be a Christian. He's definitely not a Catholic. I don't give a fuck what he thinks he is. He's definitely not a Catholic. The Biden White House has betrayed the central tenet of Easter, which is the resurrection of Jesus Christ. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Johnson wrote on March 30th on X, formerly Twitter. Guys, it's a crazy story. It's a crazy story. Banning sacred truth and tradition while at the same time proclaiming Easter Sunday as Transgender Day is outrageous and abhorrent. The American people are taking note. And they are. They are taking note. Because here's the thing. Most of us are in this silent majority category, okay? We're just here and we're kind of along for the ride, trying not to, rock the boat too much. And then, we're getting pissed off little by little, little by little, little by little, little by little. And then Joe Biden has just hit that accelerator on pissing us off. He's just hit that accelerator as hard as it can. Well, that's as hard as it can go. That's how hard he's doing. Let's see. President Biden said in the March 29 proclamation that his administration wanted to send the message that transgender people are part of American society. Nobody ever said they weren't. Now, therefore, I, Joseph R. Biden Jr., I'm going to skip that line because that line is contested. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Constitution and the laws of the United States, do hereby proclaim March 31st, 2024 as Transgender Day of Visibility, the President's proclamation said. So in other words, he did do it. He lied about it. Now, has it always been March 31st since, I think Obama started this trash? Yeah. I think it always has been March 31st. but it could have been moved. He didn't have to. You can't put something like that and say it's it's not Easter. It's Transgender Day of Visibility, because guess what? That makes the normal, American, and by normal I mean normal as an average. The average American citizen is gonna balk at that, because how else can we not? President Biden highlighted. Oh, I hate saying President Biden. Ugh. Maybe, hopefully, from my lips to God's ears, I don't have to say that for much longer. President Biden highlighted the appointment of transgender individuals in leadership positions within his administration, as well as the lifting of the ban that previously prevented them from openly serving in the military. That should have been enough to show that he recognizes them. And he could have done, Transgender Day of Visibility on the 30th, or he could have done it on the 1st of this month, or the 2nd, or whatever. He didn't have to do it on the 31st. He had options. He chose none of them. He also touted his administration's efforts to make public services more accessible for transgender Americans, including making official documents like passports more inclusive by including an X as the gender marker. All of this, but the debt, the deficit, how much we owe, sending money to the Ukraine, getting involved in foreign wars that we have no businesses. No businesses. Then on top of that, where he wants to play world police all over again. It's just warmonger after warmonger, and I am so sick and tired of these people. Now, I could go on and on nailing him for this, but it is April Fool's Day, right? And you would think this is April Fool's, but it's not. Biden campaign accuses Trump of routinely encouraging political violence. So now, instead of taking accountability for what he did, what I like to call un arroz con mango, right? A rice with mango. It's disgusting, and nobody wants it, and you can't unmix it after it's been mixed. After doing all of that, what does he say? He takes shots at former President Donald Trump, Mr. 45. As former President Donald Trump is set to resume his campaign for the White House, the Biden campaign highlights what it calls incitements to violence. Don't look over here, guys. Look over here. With former President Donald Trump set to return to the campaign trail, Biden for president wants Americans to consider what it calls a long track record of him inciting political violence. Yeah, that doesn't really make sense. At a press conference held at the Democratic National Committee's headquarters in Washington on April 1st, Biden for President's communications director, Michael Tyler, said Trump provokes political violence as a matter of routine. No. The left promotes violence as a routine. Okay? I don't want to hear this shit. We're not the ones that had the Summer of Love. We're not the ones that go to MAGA rallies and incite violence by throwing shit and basically heckling the hell out of everybody. We don't do none of that. That's not us. Okay? Donald Trump chooses traffic and violence as he seeks to regain power, Mr. Tyler told reporters. Donald Trump is engaging in extreme rhetoric that promotes division, hate, and violence in our country. This is coming from the administration that literally divided the nation, okay, between Christianity and everybody else by putting that stupid transgender Day of Visibility or whatever the hell that shit was on Easter, by allowing it to be on Easter. One's a fake holiday, the other has been observed for almost 2,000 years. How is there a choice in the matter here? You get what I'm saying? Like, how, just, if you're gonna pick one, stick with the one that has been around for almost 2,000 years. That's just my opinion. On April 2nd, President Trump is scheduled to appear in Grand Rapids, Michigan and Green Bay, Wisconsin. The Epic Times previously reported that the Grand Rapids appearance is likely in reference to the recent killing of a 25-year-old woman allegedly committed by an illegal immigrant. President Trump's campaign is now calling America's immigration issues Biden's border bloodbath. Good. I'm glad that he's calling it a bloodbath, because it is a bloodbath, and because you know what? It also takes away, it also pokes fun at all these idiots that tried to get us to get all up in arms about the use of bloodbath when Trump was obviously talking about the automobile industry. Mr. Tyler pointed to a March 29th post published by President Trump on Truth Social with an image of President Biden hog-tied and making reference to President Trump's bloodbath comment at a March 16th rally in Ohio. Doesn't fail. It just does not fail. Violence is central to Trump's brand of politics, said Mr. Tyler, citing numerous remarks President Trump has made since his political career began ahead of the 2016 general election. Mr. Tyler. What's his name? Michael, right? Michael Tyler. Hold on. What is it? What is it? Because I want to be clear here. Michael Tyler. Mr. Michael Tyler, you are a pussy, and you are part of the reason why this country has gone down the shitter. Because you're not a real man. Because a real man has to be able to look at himself in the mirror and say, you know what? I need to sleep at night. I gotta be honest. But instead, you're going to get your nice, cushy job, which I'm sure it's one of the nicest jobs you've ever had in your life, if not the nicest. And you're going to spread lie after lie after lie after lie to a willing media that is going to publicize every single word of it. Guys, I'm going to link these stories below. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. It's more of the same. It's guys, I'm out of here. Be safe, be good to one another, and stay based.